Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi, my name's Caitlin and today is an amazing video. I've been working on this for 2 days. This is a 3 looks 1 palette using this guy. This is the W7 Mardi Gras palette. This is an exact dupe for the Carnival Love Tahiti palette. It's an exact dupe. Honestly, it's an exact dupe. I bought this for £13. It was originally just over 14, but I was a new customer to the W7 website, so I got a 10% off. If you've never bought from W7 before, you will get a 10% off code to use for new customers, so you can get this even cheaper if you want it. So I was on the fence about buying this palette first of all, just because I don't really like supporting dupes. I think it's pretty nasty to dupe a palette. I think it's, you know, morally grey. I don't really like purchasing dupe palettes, but I had heard that BPerfect was supporting Jeffree Star and I don't support BPerfect now. If you support BPerfect, if you support Jeffree Star, that's fine. I ask that you respect my decision just like I respect your decision. I don't want anything about it in the comments. Thank you very much. I don't want anyone defending him. I don't care. I just don't care. Please don't. I was changing my mind like every week about the Tahiti palette. I wanted it, then I didn't want it, then I did want it. It was all just up in the air. It is quite expensive. I think it's about £40. I was going to put it on my birthday list and then this guy came out. And with a mix of this and the supporting of Jeffree Star, I realised I'm not going to buy the Tahiti palette, so I decided to buy this instead. Now I'm going to be doing a 3 looks 1 palette. This is my first look. My eye is really starting to water, so I've got to wrap this up very quickly. But if you would like to see 3 looks using this palette, I would stick around because it's pretty shocking. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the 3rd and final look that I did. Yeah, stick around and maybe make up your mind. Maybe save some money on this palette. I think you'll be shocked because I definitely was. Okay, so I just took off the makeup that I had on today. I look so weird. Just looking at myself in the viewfinder, I need to fix this, so we need to put some makeup on, okay? So this is the first impressions that I have of this palette. I haven't swatched it really yet. This is the first thing I'm filming, and it's the same, isn't it? I probably said all this in the intro already, so I'm gonna contain myself. So if you know me, you will know the first thing that I was gravitated towards were these blues. I love blue. I'm wearing a blue shirt today. It's all just beautiful, isn't it? It's all stunning. So I'm gonna do a kind of a bluey, maybe green or purple look. I haven't decided yet. It'll probably just come to me in inspiration. So that's what I want to do. Got a big mirror, so I don't have to bring my massive mirror with me. Yeah, let's just go for it. Just go where the wind takes us. Let's just do it. Okay, so I'm going to take the black, which is called Midnight. It's just up here on a very, very fine pencil brush. Okay, there's not much kick up, so that's good. And I'm going to start by just kind of drawing an outline. I want to do like a very winged out cut crease kind of moment. And I want to take it all the way out like this. So far the black's okay. It's not the best black I've ever tried, but then again I've only tried the black, so I can't say much. So now I'm taking a very small kind of shader brush and I'm going to go in with Sapphire, which is the deep blue up here. I'm going to do one eye on camera and then I'll go off and do the other eye when I put my lashes and stuff on. But yeah, let's go into Sapphire. Okay, this shade doesn't have much kick up either, so that's good. I'm just going to start blending out this black. It's quite pigmented off the bat. It's not the most pigmented blue that I've ever tried in my life. That's okay. It builds up quite nicely, to be honest. I've put a few layers on right now. The pigmentation is built quite nicely. I feel like the black may have blended away very slightly, but I mean, I am blending quite a lot, so that's pretty normal, to be honest. It's very easy to just put another layer of black on. But I mean, it's blended very nicely. It's blended together nicely, so I'm not complaining there. Okay, with the same brush, I'm going to go in with Riviera, which is this mid-tone blue just next to it. I will just brush it off on a brush cleaner just to get all the excess off. Okay, this has a little bit more kick up, still not mad amounts. When I tapped the brush off then, quite a lot came off, but that really doesn't bother me. I know it bothers some people, so I'm just saying it. Okay, these two colours just blend together beautifully, like, wow. They've made almost like a new colour between them, which obviously is what blending is, but yeah, it's really lovely. It's like effortless, which is always nice. Yeah, like I've barely blended them at all, but they've just meshed together very well, so that's, yeah, wow. I'm very impressed so far. Okay, and now I'm going to go into Venice, which is kind of like a kind of turquoisey lighter blue. I would have liked a light blue with the same, of the same shade, but obviously this is not W7's original colour story, so I cannot complain about that. Okay, so that blend has actually come out beautifully. I was not expecting this, I really wasn't. I had, you know, I tried W7 when I was like in, you know, high school, all them eons ago, and they were not this quality at all. They were just the brand that were, you know, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, they were not known for this, that's for sure. This is really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to do purples, I think, on my lower lash line, just because we've got a little hint of green with that Venice shade. So, what do I want to do? I might just keep it very simple on the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with Van Dyke, which is this dark purple matte at the bottom. I'm taking this just on a kind of flat brush. I'm just going to go very simply along here. Okay, that seems to have gone on quite nicely, and I'm going to blend that out with Prue, which is this guy here. I know that purples are always the hardest to formulate, but these are going on very nicely. The pigment may be lacking a tiny, tiny bit, but I mean, you can just build it up. So now I'm going to take Zesty, which is this green shimmer. I'm going to see if this works with a brush, just popping it. Oh, wow, yeah, it does pick up. That's really nice and smooth, actually. That's gone on really nicely with just a dry brush. Okay, that's really nice. And then finally, I'm going to go in with Tahitian Pearl, which is a nod, I'd say, to the original. I'm going to pop this in my inner corner. Okay, I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to cut my crease properly, I'm going to do this eye, put my lashes on, all that stuff, and then I'm going to come back with my thoughts about these colours. Okay, this is the first look completed. What do you guys think? I really like this. I can't help but think Daphne from Scooby-Doo on the lower lash line, but we've committed. We can't give up now, we've committed. So yeah, this is the first look. I really like this look. I really do. The eyeshadow seemed to upset my eye. My eye was starting to water on this side, but I think that's probably because I took makeup off to put this on. So the micellar water probably reacted with my eye instead of the eyeshadow, but I just thought I'd let you know about that. That's what happened. Yeah. So far I've not had any issues with this palette. It blends nicely. The shimmer's gone very nicely with dry brushes. And yeah, I can't really say any bad things about it so far. So this is look number 1 completed. I'm very happy with it. I think it looks very nice. Yeah. What do you guys think? Okay, so it's the next day. I've changed my nails because I was getting fed up with them pinging off all the time. So I want to do something today. I want to do something with the kind of, I was going to say neutrals, but maybe not neutrals. Just with the browns, the oranges, something along those lines. Last look was very out there. I want to do a range of looks. So yeah, let's do something with the browns and the oranges today. So I think I want to do another kind of winged out, but have it connect and then go down. You'll find out what I mean. I don't know. So I'm going to go in with Midnight again, which is the black. I love going in with black eyeshadow. I will go in with black eyeshadow to start pretty much any look. So sorry. So just like yesterday, I'm going to be starting with a little bit of a cut crease shape. I'm going to wing it out just a bit. Then I'm going to take it back and connect it here, like this. So I'm going to take Attire, which is this kind of dark brown shade. There's no brown that's kind of in the middle of this and the black, so this is just going to have to do. There's quite a bit of kick up on that, but I don't really mind. Okay, that brush was way too big, so I've just changed to a smaller one. Hopefully it hasn't ruined the look too much. I'm sure I'll be fine. So just like yesterday, I'm going to be doing one eye on camera, and then I'll just pop off camera and do the other eye. It just makes it a lot easier for me, and this is my first impression, so I'd rather do the first eye on camera. I know a lot of people do the first eye off camera. I don't know, I just like seeing the first impression. Okay, this brown isn't blending as well with the black as the blue did, but it is quite a light brown, so I am asking quite a lot for it. There isn't another brown that's darker than this, so that's a little bit of an issue. Okay, I just added a little bit more black, and yeah, this is a lot better. I kind of diffused it up as well instead of just drawing a line with it, so this has helped it a lot. Yeah, these guys just need a little push in the right direction to play nice together, but I'm not complaining. So now I'm going to go in with Old Fashioned, which is this lighter medium brown. Thought someone was watching me through the window for a minute. They're not, don't worry, I'm not being stalked. And I'm going to very lightly start my blend. Okay, this one is pretty effortlessly blended into Attire, which is good. I think I'm going to drag it out a bit, because is it really a me look if it's not dragged out just a tiny bit too much? Okay, I just added a little bit of black on the lower lash line as well, just to blend it all together a little bit more. Yeah, the two browns blended beautifully. Like, I cannot complain about that at all. Hopefully it's coming across on camera. I'm just going to go into Attire, which was that first brown shade, and just make sure that it's still popping as it should. When you're blending shadows, don't be afraid to like go back to the last shadow that you used. A lot of the times if you blend a lighter shade on top of a darker shade, it will take away that darker shade just a little bit, or make it a little bit, you know, harsh. That's completely fine. Just take your time with things. So I'm going to go in with a slightly fluffier brush, and I'm going to go in with Peachy, which is this very light shade up here. And I'm very, very lightly just going to go over the edges just to blend them out a tiny, teeny bit. I'm only taking the tiniest amount on my brush. I don't want to go too mad. Okay, so that is the basic shape. I'm going to go cut out my crease and I will be right back. Okay, crease is cut, so now I'm going to go in with Columbia, which is this shimmer shade here. First I'm going to try it on my finger. It looks so pretty. Okay. So it's going on very nicely with my finger, as you can see. I'm just layering it up a bit, but that is kind of as far as I can get with my finger. So now I'm going to use a dry brush, and that is the real test. So I'm using a little shader brush. Okay, I feel like it's having a little bit of issues. It's not going on the best, but then again, I am layering it up and it is going on. I think this is just a patience game with this one. Yeah, this guy's definitely going on, but it's taking a while. I'm going to switch to a denser brush and see if that makes a difference. Okay, this seems to be working a lot better. Yeah, that's definitely a whole lot better. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm asking a shimmer shadow to go on my lid looking beautiful and foily with a dry brush. So, I mean, I know I'm asking quite a lot from it. Okay, so that shade's on. I actually really like it. It's nice. It's very shimmery. It's got kind of gold flecks in it. It's very nice. So now I'm going to put Unmask, which is this purple shimmer up here. I'm going to take it again with a brush. This is a little bit of a different formula. This is more flaky. I'm going to start popping it just on the inner part of my eyelid. Okay, these flaky ones really don't seem to like the brushes. That's fine, but I just thought I'd let you know. Okay, that did take quite a bit of layering to get it where it is, but it is a flaky shimmer shade. I'm not putting that against it at all. So now the only thing that's left is an inner corner highlight, and I'm gonna use Tahitian Pearl just like I used yesterday, and I'm gonna pop that just on the inner corner. Okay, so that is the look. I'm gonna do my lashes, accessories, all that fun stuff off camera, come back with this eye done, and I will give you the thoughts on the neutral kind of section of this palette. Okay, this is the second look all done. I really like this look. I think it's very glam, very glam. Yeah, quite neutral. I don't always do neutral looks. You guys know my go-to is a lot like the previous look, very dramatic blue, cut creases all the way. Obviously I wanted to do a neutral look because I know a lot of people love neutrals, but I also wanted to make it a little bit fun. So this is what I came up with, a tiny bit of pop of purple. That purple did not like the brush at all. It really didn't like the brush. I'm gonna see if I can incorporate a very flaky shade in my next look and use it on the finger just to see if it was the brush or the shadow. I'm 90% sure it was the brush. Let's see, the flaky shades are Unmask, Ball. Oh, it's just them two, Unmask and Ball. They are the two very flaky shades. I think they'll look really beautiful on the eyes just without a brush or with a finger. That's normally how them shades go. I'm really not worried about that at all. But yeah, the neutrals just blended beautifully. I love them neutrals. So warm, so beautiful, so dramatic and bold. Yeah, it really, yeah, I'm speechless with this palette so far. I've not had one issue with this palette at all. Next look, I want to incorporate some more of the purples. We haven't really dabbled with the purples, so yeah, let's see how we do with that. Okay, so it's time for the final look. I've just washed that second look off my face. Oh, the final look. This video has been a long video in the making, but I want to explore some of these purpley shades. Purple isn't really my colour. I've said in multiple other videos that purple, like me and purple aren't on the best of terms, but we're gonna put our struggles aside and I'm gonna dibble dabble with the purples. So I bet you can't guess what colour we're going in with first. That's right, the black. This time though, we're going in with a little bit of a bigger brush. We're going in the black, and today we're gonna do a halo eye. So I'm gonna pop some on the outer corner just here. Now my eyes may water in this one just because I have just taken my makeup off and they have a habit of doing that. And then I'm gonna pop some on the inner corner as well. So now I'm gonna pop into Rex, which is this warm toned purple matte here. Ooh, a lot of kick up on that one. And I'm gonna start just blending out that black with Rex. Yeah, I think you can see my eye is starting to leak pretty badly. I'll just kind of leave it to dry and hopefully we can sort it out, hopefully soon anyway. So now I'm going to go into Jasmine, which is this very warm tone pinky shade. Yeah, so now we know that at the beginning of this video, in the first look, my eye did start watering. Now we know it wasn't because of the eyeshadow, it was just because I had taken off some makeup already that day to film that video, and that is obviously why. Okay, I just popped some on my inner corner as well just because I wanted it to be a little bit more smoky. So here we are. And now this is all with the same brush. I'm going in with Living, which is this kind of, oh, you can see my whole setup. This kind of peachy, bright, very bright coral peach shade. And with the same brush, very gently pop that on top. Okay, that is what we're looking like right now. A little bit crazy, but that's okay. So I'm going to take Royalty, which is this kind of flaky shade. I did say, is it flaky? I don't think it is actually. But we're taking it on our finger and we are just gonna start patting that on our lid. And I'm also gonna take it on the lower lash line as well and try not to poke myself in the eye. Okay, I'm now just gonna go through all the shades that we used just on this inner part here, just to blend it in a tiny, teeny bit more. And I'm also going to go in with Unmask, which is the shade that we used in the last look, which is this purple up here, and go just kind of on the edges. And that is actually all I want to do for this look. I wanted it to be very quick, very easy. So I'm going to do the other eye off camera, just like we've done for the other two looks. I'm going to hopefully try and sort this out and I will be right back. Okay, that was pretty much a race against time because my eyes are not liking me right now at all. They are streaming, they are leaking. So I'm just going to keep this very, very brief. I love this palette. I think it's amazing. I don't have one complaint about it at all. It is pretty much the exact same as the Love Tahiti palette. As I said in the intro, I don't support BPerfect anymore. If you don't support BPerfect anymore, this is absolutely amazing. Amazing. It's the exact same palette. It's the same size, the same shades. Amazing quality. It's not quite as good as my Carnival palette. It really isn't, but I think for the price, and it's just, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it for the price. Absolutely incredible. I love this palette. I will be using this palette so much. I'm so happy I bought it. I really am. I was really hesitant to buy it, but I'm so happy. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I don't feel like I'm missing out on the Tahiti palette. I've got it here. I've got it here. W7 have wowed me once again. Unreal, unreal. So if you are like me and you do not support BPerfect anymore, or if you just can't afford the Love Tahiti palette, it is an expensive palette, I would recommend this 100%. I would give this probably a 9 out of 10. If it was slightly more pigmented in a few places, I would give it a 10. The shimmers aren't the most incredible. Like you can see on my eyes, I'm wearing a shimmer on my centre today. It's not the most blinding, they're not the most impactful, but I don't think they're meant to be. I think they're just meant to be nice, beautiful shimmers, and that they are. So if you are looking for this palette or this colour story, I'd get it 100%. So that is everything for today, guys. This has been a monster of a video to film. So if you did like, I would really appreciate it if you could like or possibly subscribe if you would like. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.